Hello everyone, this is the Board Game Lawyer. Today I'm in the mood to play some Marvel Champions. And of course, Marvel Champions is a product of Fantasy Flight Games. So I was driving around after work today and I was listening to the recent episode of my one of my favorite podcasts, Critical Encounters. And this week they're featuring the new Standard and Expert sets that came out in the Hood Scenario Pack. And near the end of the show, Steve said, why not try out these new cards with some of the older encounter sets? Well, sounds like an awful idea, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So today we are going to play against Expert Klaw 2. And we're going to forget putting any easy modular sets in today. I'm going to go straight to the top. And so one of the supposed harder sets in the Hood Scenario Pack is the Wrecking Crew. And so we have the Wrecking Crew here. And we're going to include them in our encounter deck today. So we have the Wrecker. He's villainous. We have the Bulldozer. He also is villainous. Pile Driver, the same, villainous. And Thunderball. And we're going to mix these 4 minions as well as there's 7 cards in this modular set. We're going to include that into our encounter deck today. So let me go ahead and just shuffle those guys in there. Alright, and then we'll shuffle up our encounter deck. So we're playing against Klaw 2. And the hero that I've selected today is Black Panther, and we're going to be playing him with the protection aspect. So since Klaw is bringing his A game today, I thought Black Panther 2 should bring some buddies to the table. So the allies that I've included in the deck today are all the protection allies that cost 4 or more. And there aren't any that cost more than 4. So there are a bunch of 4-cost allies in the protection aspect. And let's just take a look at those. We have Nova. We have the Protector. Of course, we have 3 multiple men. Martyr, Luke Cage. We have Iron Fist and Charlie 27. These are all of the 4-cost protection allies. That's if you have a complete collection of Marvel Champions cards, then those are the high dollar protection allies that you'll have. So we're going to go ahead and just mix those into our player deck. I'll just kind of pop those in there and then give it a nice little shuffle. And then we'll continue with our setup. So we have multiple man. I like multiple man. You know, a lot of these cards that I'm going to be playing with today, since I'm playing Standard 2, no, I'm playing Expert 2, there's cards I've never even played with before. And so it might take me a little bit longer to read the text and try to decipher what's the intent of a lot of these cards as we play through them today. And of course, a lot of these protection cards, these high dollar ones, I've always kind of steered away from high dollar allies. Unless they give you a real bang for the buck, like Nick Fury say. So, got kind of a mess here, so let's pick up. We got the Black Panther, we've got Klaw. Klaw 2 begins with 18 hit points. Black Panther is going to begin on his T'Challa side. So let's go ahead and take a look at Klaw's card first. So he starts with a scheme of 2, an attack of 1, and of course he has a star next to that attack. He reads, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it. And shuffle the encounter deck. Forced interrupt. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. So we'll just go ahead and set Klaw down there. Let me focus my camera here. There we go. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let's go look for our Immortal Klaw. Here's the Immortal Klaw. It says Klaw gets plus 10 hit points when the scheme is defeated. Klaw loses these hit points. And it has an acceleration icon on it. So we'll put the Immortal Klaw out. Of course, he has 3 threat. So we'll just put 3 on him. Set him up here for now. And we're going to add an additional 10 hit points to Klaw. And let's take a look at Klaw's main scheme. Klaw's main scheme says that we, of course, have Klaw, and we're using 2 and 3 in expert mode. Klaw and standard encounter sets, 1 modular encounter set, recommended Masters of Evil. Well, you already saw that I put in the Wrecking Crew. So our setup is search the encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme, reveal it, and shuffle the encounter deck. Well, I shuffled the encounter deck quite a bit, but we did go ahead proactively and pull out our Defense Network. And of course, it comes in, it says when revealed, place an additional 1 threat per player here. And it has an inherent 2. And it also has a crisis icon, meaning that I cannot remove threat from the main scheme until this scheme is defeated. So we'll put the Defense Network out with 3 more threat on it. The underground distribution, that concludes side 1A, so let's flip over to side 1B. It says, when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. So it begins with 0 threat on it. Each turn we'll add +1 threat to underground distribution. So let's start discarding our cards here and see which minion. We got some big minions in there too. So first thing we'll discard is Top Talent. That's a Wrecking Crew card. Never seen that one before. Haven't played with the Wrecking Crew before, I don't believe. Sonic Boom. We discard Seek and Destroy. We discard an Armored Guard. So he is a guard. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. And he comes into play with a Toughness card on him. This character enters play with a Tough status card. This is how his text reads. So our Armored Guard is going to be tough. We have 3 cards in our discard pile already on our encounter sets. And just make sure everything's still in focus. Very good. And of course, since we're playing with the standard 2 expert set, we begin in expert mode only. This is a permanent setup. It's going to stay with Klaw throughout the course of the game. It says each enemy gains steady. Each enemy. Wow. Each enemy gains steady. Steady characters require 2 status cards of the same type to be stunned or confused. I've never played with expert mode before, so I didn't realize that. So expert mode only. So it comes into play with an acceleration icon on it. So that's pretty exciting as well. I'm going to add additional threat each turn to the underground distribution. So instead of 1, it's going to be +2. Not much I can do about that, I don't think. No. Wow. Okay. So we'll be playing with that today. I think the Klaw is completely set up now. We have that Armored Guard. He's a guard. T'Challa, his text, he has 4 recovery. He has Foresight. Set up, search your deck for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Well, that should be handy. But before we do our setup, we actually draw our hand size. So T'Challa starts with a hand size of 6. So our 6 cards that we'll draw today are enhanced reflexes. Remember, I'm trying to get as many resources as possible because those allies that T'Challa hopes to employ in this battle today are all high dollar. So that's why I'm focusing on such different ways to generate resources. So we have enhanced reflexes. We draw another one, enhanced reflexes. We draw the Panther claws. We draw strength. We have multiple man. And we draw Nova. So those are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards to begin the game. Let's mulligan. And I think what we'll do is we will mulligan off a Nova card. And so we'll just draw 1 card. I'm going to keep the rest of these. No, I think I'm going to discard the Panther claws as well. And one of the enhanced reflexes. We won't be able to use all of those. So we'll keep enhanced reflexes, strength, and multiple man. I love multiple man. He says he has a response after multiple man enters play. Search your deck and hand for a copy of multiple man and put it into play. Shuffle your deck if it was searched this way. So hopefully we won't draw any more multiple man. Otherwise we'll just be watering down our opening turn. So we draw a enhanced awareness. We draw Vibranium, handy. And we draw the Power of Protection. Look at that. Okay, so I really like this opening hand because it has resources that I can use to put out at least 3 allies. All 3 multiple men. And I can, of course, use my setup now to search for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to my hand. And I also like the fact that I didn't draw any Wakanda Forever yet. And so I'll be able to go, as I cycle through this first pass of my deck, I'll be able to use my Wakanda Forevers if I'm able to get a an upgrade on the table. So let's see what we want to use. So it looks like we have a lot of threat to take care of right away in the game. So let's see if there's something here that can help us with that. Remove 1 damage from your hero, move it to the enemy. Not so much. Energy daggers, yeah. The Golden City, boy, that would have been nice to have right here at the beginning. Ancestral Knowledge. Tactical Genius. Remove 1 threat from a scheme, 2 threat instead if this is the final step of the sequence. I like that card. Tactical Genius to get us set up here at the very beginning of this game. We really need to remove a lot of this threat. Otherwise, it's just going to cause us a tremendous amount of headache going forward. So we'll bring out Tactical Genius. Won't be able to play it this first round because I didn't draw any Wakanda Forever. I don't think. I'm going to double check and make sure and look at my hand. But we did draw that multiple man. So we're going to use the Power of Protection, Vibranium, and Strength. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's put let me count this up first to make sure that I try to maximize my potential this round. So of course we have to use the Power of Protection to put out multiple man, so those guys are coupled together. We have Enhanced Awareness, Strength, and Vibranium. So a Strength could put out the Tactical Genius card. The Vibranium could put out an Enhanced Reflexes. But if I use the Strength and the Vibranium to put out Enhanced Awareness and Enhanced Reflexes, then that would allow me to put out the Tactical Genius. But I will need to have 2 more resources in order to play multiple man. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to use at least, 4 resources there. 2 to put that out. So, okay, I'll show you what we're going to do. And by the way, if you guys see that I made any kind of mistakes throughout the course of this game, I have been known to make them. So please point them out in the comments down below. Multiple man. After you play multiple man, search your deck for a copy of him and put it into play. 2 copies. A copy of multiple man, put it into play. And then we'll hopefully be able to do that twice. So let's go grab our multiple man. There's another multiple man. There's another multiple man. We have 3 because their response after multiple man enters play, search your deck and for a copy of multiple man and shuffle your deck. So all 3 are on the table. Excellent. All right, let's get back to our hand play. So we are going to spend a Strength, 2 resources to put out Enhanced Reflexes. All right. And he says that he uses 3 energy counters. So hero resource, Exhausted Enhanced Reflexes, and remove 1 energy counter from it and generate a energy resource. That's how we're going to do that one. And it comes into play with 3 counters on it. So let's add those now. 1, 2, 3. We are going to use one of those resources right out of the gate. So we'll exhaust it. Oh, I got to do it. I got to remember, these are hero resources, so I can only use them when I'm in actually Black Panther form. So we're going to flip over to the Black Panther. All right. And he has a retaliate after this character is attacked. Deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Very good. Let's see. He has 3 health. The armored guard does, but he doesn't scheme either. Let's go ahead and spend one of our resources. And we're going to spend our enhanced awareness to put out the tactical genius so we can start getting some of these Black Panther upgrades on the table. Hopefully that'll come in handy later for the Wakanda Forever. If we thwart with Black Panther, he does have retaliate, so I could do 1 damage if he gets attacked. So I think that we're going to first remove the threat from the Immortal Claw, because that gives us 1 additional acceleration icon. We've already got 1 on the table. We don't want to be piling up threat on the table this early in the game. So all 3 of these multiple man are going to exhaust for 1 thwart each. It will require that they each take 1 consequential damage. Okay, but that does get rid of the Immortal Claw. The nice thing about getting rid of the Immortal Claw is that we essentially do 10 damage to Claw for doing so. So Claw gets plus 10 points. When the scheme is defeated, Claw loses these hit points. So Claw is going to back off now. Instead of being 28 hit points, he's dropped down to 18. Let's see, Black Panther, I think he is going to just remove 2 threat from the defense network. That'll drop it down to 1. We'll slide him up here, put it next to Formidable Foe. Armored Guard, Claw, you know, I can't really touch those this round. We've already done everything that we possibly could, so we're going to ready our enhanced reflexes. We'll ready our tactical genius. We'll ready, we didn't use tactical genius, so it is readied. And you don't ever have to exhaust it. You could play multiple copies of Wakanda Forever and play this as often as you like, as often as you can. We'll ready our multiple man. We're going to ready this multiple man, this multiple man. We have our armored guard still out there. So the Claw is going to take his turn. Of course, we place 2 threat on the underground distribution because we are playing in expert mode. Let's see. Each enemy gains steady, takes 2, count them, 2 stunned cards or confused cards to affect these guys. So that could be dangerous. So, well, before we do that, let's drop our hand size of 6. We need to find out what we have to use for our next round. So we have Vibranium. We have Enhanced Physique. We have another Vibranium card. We draw the Energy Daggers. And we draw Shuri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That's a 5-card hand going into our next round. So Claw is going to attack Black Panther. Multiple man's going to jump out in front of it. Let's see what happens. Now he says when Claw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. So he draws a Dark Dealings, which reads, it has a star here for a boost icon. It says give the villain 1 additional boost for this activation. So this is our second one. For each elite minion in play, this card gets +1 boost icon for this activation. We do not have an elite minion in play. He's just simply a mercenary. And then we draw this one. Do yourself 1 face down encounter card. Wow. These cards are no joke. So Claw has an attack of 1, 2, 3, 4 onto multiple man. So multiple man is defeated. And this says deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. That's Cruel Intentions. That's how that one reads. So we'll have 2 encounter cards at least to deal with. Okay. Armored Guard is going to attack Black Panther. We'll take that 1 damage from the Armored Guard, but he's going to retaliate, and he's going to knock that tough card off of the Armored Guard. Okay, so we'll draw ourselves 1 additional encounter card. Let's see what our first one is. Our first one is Thunderball, Villainous. When this minion activates, give him a boost card. He has hit points of 7, a scheme of 3, attack of 1, and he has a forced response. After Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. After Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Wow. Our second encounter card reads, when revealed, Alter Ego, Claw heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, well, we're in hero form, so take 2 damage, and Claw is going to heal 2 damage. So Black Panther is going to take 2, and Claw is at full strength. Whoops. Claw's at full strength, so he won't be adding anything to himself, but that will end the Claw's turn. Now we have a Armored Guard and Thunderball to contend with, in addition to all the threat that Claw brings to the table. So let's see what we have. We have some energy daggers, and we've got Shuri. After Shuri enters play, search your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So we could put that enhanced physique on the table. It will give us additional resources that we can use, and I think that would be handy. So let's do that. So we're going to use our Vibranium to pay for our enhanced physique. Uses 3 physical counters, hero resource, each exhaust enhanced hero resource, exhaust enhanced physique, and remove 1 physical counter from it and generate a physical resource. So it comes into play with 3. We're going to spend our Vibranium on that. 3. So we can exhaust both of those if we want. We do have energy daggers. Choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with that. Whew. 1, 2, 3. I think what we'll do is we're going to for sure need to put Shuri out. Yeah, let's put Shuri out. And we're going to spend our 2 Vibranium resources to put Shuri out. She says after she enters play, she can search our deck for an upgrade and add it to our hand and shuffle our deck. So let's do that. We're going to search through our deck for an upgrade, and we're going to add it to our hand. So do I want to carry something into the next round, or do I want to pick up something that I'm just going to toss? I think I will pick up a card that I'm going to carry into my next hand, and we're going to bring our Vibranium suit into our hand using Shuri. I'll shuffle my player deck. Still don't have any Wakanda Forevers. I know they're in here because I put my entire Black Panther deck in here. So we are going to spend those 2 resources. We're going to spend Enhanced Reflexes and Enhanced Physique to put out energy daggers. So now we have 2 Black Panther upgrades on the table. Shuri, she really needs to remove some threat from that defense network. We also need to get Thunderball off the table. Right now I can only muster up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. So I cannot remove Thunderball anyway, and he's going to scheme big. So if we drop down to our Alter Ego side, that's probably not the best use of our time right now. So we're going to remove a threat with Shuri to to get rid of that defense network. Yep. And it's gone. She takes 1 consequential damage for doing that. I could also, after Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. So we may have to block Thunderball with a multiple man. We can get rid of an armored guard if we attack with Black Panther, which I think we need to do. We're going to do 2 damage to the armored guard and 1 damage with the multiple man, which will cause consequential damage to knock him out of the round. But that does remove the armored guard. He's at least off the table now. Thunderball still out here. Multiple man still out here. We're going to keep that multiple man around for just another round because we're going to have to use him as a blocker. So all we have is 1 card left in our hand. We can't do anything with it. So we're just going to ready our enhanced reflexes. We'll ready our enhanced physique. Ready Shuri. Tactical Genius and Energy Daggers is what Black Panther now has on him. Multiple man. Didn't do anything. We did get rid of that armored guard, and we'll drop our hand size of 5. So we have a Wakanda Forever. We draw another Wakanda Forever, an enhanced awareness, and we draw Protector. When Protector would take any amount of damage, spend a mental resource and reduce that amount by 1, limit once per round. So we did manage to pull a Protector into our hand. Let's begin Claw's turn. We're going to put 2 threat on the underground distribution because of Formidable Foe, and the 1 threat that gets added because of that main scheme. Claw is going to attack Black Panther. I guess we'll have multiple man jump out in front of Thunderball or Shuri jump out. Either way, we'll have multiple man try to block Claw. So we draw 2 boost cards, give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. So that's the Overwhelming Force card. We have the Sonic Converter. Give him 1 additional boost card for the activation. So our 3rd boost card is another solid sound body. So he draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Poor multiple man. So multiple man's gone. He got clobbered. And now Thunderball is going to attack Shuri. Now remember, he's villainous, so he does get to draw a boost card for this attack. So she's going to jump out, try to jump out in front of it. Boom. 2 more. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So Shuri, she's gone. After he attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. I guess he attacked me and Shuri jumped out. I'd have to double check the rules on that. Maybe somebody can. I'm not going to do it now. So I'm not going to take damage because he didn't attack me. He attacked my sister. So Black Panther hid behind Shuri. I'm going to say he didn't attack me. So we're going to draw our encounter card now. Our encounter card reads, when revealed, either spend these resources or exhaust each character you control. Well, let's see if I even have those resources. I do. Or is it just worth it to exhaust Black Panther? I think I'm just going to exhaust Black Panther. He gets hit with a sonic boom. Kapow. And he's down. And he's down. So we have Protector. She does 3 attack. We also have our... Let me take a look at what cards we've got here. We have where we can remove threat, which is handy. We have choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain, and each enemy engaged with that player 2 damage instead if this is the final step of the sequence. So those energy daggers, that could come in real handy. And also that vibranium suit would be handy right now. So let's see what we can do. So if I put my vibranium suit out and I spend 2 resources to do that. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we play Wakanda Forever. We're going to spend our enhanced reflexes, one of our enhanced reflexes, to play one of our Wakanda Forever. That's going to use up that resource. And it says resolve the special ability of each Black Panther upgrade you control in any order. So we're going to use first our vibranium suit. So we're going to add, it says that I can move 1 damage from my hero to an enemy, 2 instead, if this is the final step of the sequence. Okay, so we'll go pow to give ourselves 1 health, and we'll do 1 damage to Thunderball. Then we will remove 1 threat from a scheme. So we'll take that threat off of there, off the underground distribution. Yeah, resolve special ability. Just making sure that I can spend resources off the table to do this, so it doesn't look like I can't. So, yeah. So, okay, so we removed a threat. Now this says deal 2 damage to the villain and each enemy engage with that player. So, takes Klaw down to 16. And Thunderballs is going to get hit with 2 more. I still am not going to be able to remove Thunderball from the table. I don't believe. So we do the other Wakanda Forever. We're going to spend an enhanced physique to do that. Of course, we'll activate our Tactical Genius to remove 1 threat off the underground distribution. We will energy daggers to do 1 damage to Klaw and 1 damage to Thunderball. That brings Thunderball up to 4. And then our final Black Panther upgrade says that I can heal 2 damage, 1, 2 to Black Panther. And we'll shift those over to Thunderball. So Thunderball is now up to 7. And that will be the end of my turn. I will, let's see, am I going to flip? No, I'm not going to flip. Too much scheme with Thunderball. That guy's smart. So our Tactical Genius, I don't know why I exhausted it. I just have it. Tactical Genius. We have Vibranium Suit. We have Energy Daggers. We'll just put these down here next to the Black Panther. We'll ready him. If I do flip down, it'll just, all it'll do at this point is allow me to get an extra, all it allows me to do is draw an extra card. I don't know that it's that critical that I draw the extra card right now, so we're just going to leave Black Panther upright. We're not going to flip down, so we'll draw Charlie 27. He has a Retaliate and Toughness card, another Wakanda Forever, another Wakanda Forever, the Power in All of Us, and our 4th card is an Enhanced Awareness card. All right. So, Klaw's turn. 2 threat onto the underground distribution. The Klaw is going to attack Black Panther. He gets to draw 2. I have been drawing a ton of boost icons. I don't know what's going on. But should I block it? After Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. He only does 1 damage. So I think we're going to block it. Yeah, we're going to block with Black Panther. So Klaw draws 2 cards. Our first one is 2. That's our Bulldozer. He's used as a boost. And then we put the weapons runner into play, engage with us. Put him into play, engage with us. Weapons runner comes out. But our damage that we blocked was 1, 2, 3. And he has a defense of 2, so we took 1 damage there. We take 1 damage from Thunderball, so that takes us down to 9. And then his text says, after Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. So he gets popped. Weapons Runner's going to attack Black Panther, so he gets smacked too. Ouch. Okay, so not looking too good for Black Panther. Now we draw our encounter card. Our encounter card is Claw's Vengeance. When revealed hero, Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Definitely going to damage us because I can't block anything, and he already does an attack of 2, so we get to draw 2 more cards. So we're going to draw Mob Mentality, and we're going to draw our Affairs of State. So we do 5 more damage to Black Panther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's now down to 2, and we add 1 threat to the underground distribution. Oh, man. What a game. So, all right. We're going to begin by playing the Power in All of Us to put out that Enhanced Awareness card. Just like that. Just like the other cards, it uses 3 mental counters. This one does. Exhaust Enhanced Awareness and remove 1 mental counter from it to generate a mental resource. We've got Wakanda Forever, Charlie 27. We're not going to be able to use Charlie 27 this round. So he's going to unfortunately become a resource. But he is going to be a resource to play Wakanda Forever, because these are the 3 cards I have left in my hand. So we're going to play that Wakanda Forever. Nice thing about Wakanda Forever is that I get to activate all 3 of these. So let's see which order I want to do them in. So I know I'm going to have to probably flip down or switch down to my alter ego form. Unless I can recover enough damage, which I might be able to do. I have that vibranium suit. If I use that as my final step of this sequence, I could heal 2, and then I have another Wakanda Forever. I could heal 4, so that'll put me up to 6. It's still not enough, I don't think, to ward off that attack from Claw. So I think what we'll do is we'll use our Tactical Genius first to remove 1 threat from a scheme. So we'll go ahead and take 1 threat off of that underground distribution. Then we will play our Energy Daggers. Deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engage with that player. So we'll do 1 damage to Claw. Takes him down to 14. 1 damage to Thunderball. He's gone. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll do 1 damage to the Weapons Runner. So Thunderball is gone. Weapon Runner takes a damage, and then in our final, this says move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy, 2 damage if this is a final sequence. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add 2 health to myself, and we'll take 2 health away from Claw. All right, we have another Wakanda Forever. We're going to play that one using one of our Enhanced Awareness tokens. Same thing, and I think we'll use it in the same order. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? Yeah, because I think we're gonna end up probably threading out on the underground distribution, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead and remove 1 threat from it for now. Yeah, there's not much we're gonna be able to do to stop that from happening. So the Tactical Genius is played. We're going to deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy. So 1 damage goes to Claw. Pop. 1 damage to the weapons runner, removes him from the board. And then our final step is to gain 2 health, right? Move 1 damage from my hero to an enemy, 2 damage. So, and it's going to hit him for 2. It's going to take him down to 9. So Klaw is down to 9. That takes care of all 3 of our upgrades. 1, 2, 3. We will flip to our T'Challa side. We'll ready him. We'll ready enhanced awareness. We still have enhanced physique on the table. And we will drop our hand size of 6. So we have Martyr, the Golden City, enhanced physique, ancestral knowledge, the power in all of us, and another enhanced physique. All right. Like it? Not bad. Klaw's going to take his turn. Places 2 threat on the main scheme, and Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus. If this villain is attacking, this gains overkill. He's not attacking, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So the underground distribution is complete. Which takes us to our secret rendezvous. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. Advance to stage 2B. So we get to reveal cards. We got the weapons runner. It says discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. So he's put into play. So he does not surge because he was not revealed. So we don't have to reveal an additional encounter card. But the secret rendezvous says when this stage is completed, the players lose the game. So it comes into play with 0 threat on it. Weapons runner pops in. Now this is after, again, the Klaw has schemed. So the weapons runner will scheme for 1. So we'll put 1 threat on the secret rendezvous. Okay, and that's just the scheme stage. Now we draw a card, and we draw a Ruination, Insight 1, Peril. So Insight means that I put 1 more threat on the secret rendezvous, and it says discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Reveal that card. Place 2 threat on each scheme and play. Ruination. Side scheme. Looking for side schemes. Looking for side schemes. We have the Wrecker. I'm just going to keep drawing these. We have Pile Driver. We've got past him now. We got past this Armored Guard. Slug It Out. Illegal Arms Factory. Place an additional +1 threat here. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And we'll recall that we have to place 2 additional threat on each scheme and play. There's the 2. So this one's going to get 6. Ooh. And this secret rendezvous gets 4. Ugh. What is going on? All right, so we have Ancestral Knowledge. Choose up to 3 different cards in your discard pile and shuffle them into your deck. That's an alter ego action. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I think what I want to do is I'm going to spend both of these enhanced physique cards to put out my Golden City. And the Golden City, in my alter ego action, exhaust the Golden City and draw 2 cards. I'm going to drop my hand here. So I get to draw 2 more cards, enhance reflexes, and I get to draw an energy card. No Wakanda Forever, Al. I could sure use some Wakanda Forever, actually. That Martyr card's good. get Martyr out. She could damage that weapons runner and give her a tough status card. I love that idea. Response: after Martyr takes consequential damage from performing an attack. If that attack defeat an enemy, give her a tough status card. That's great. And I could spend those 4 resources to put her out. I could spend 1 resource to play Ancestral Knowledge. Excuse me. Ancestral Knowledge says choose up to 3 different cards in your discard pile and shuffle them into your deck. So I think I'm going to spend my Enhanced Reflexes to do that. We're going to do Ancestral Knowledge. And we're going to go look for 3 cards to put into my deck. I know one of them is going to be Wakanda Forever, but they have to be 3 different cards. So I'm going to draw probably some resources. Here's a Vibranium, and here's a Strength card. We'll take those 3 cards out of my discard pile. We'll use that Ancestral Knowledge to find those. And we'll shuffle these 3 cards into my deck. At least that'll keep me from decking myself by adding those 3 cards to my player deck. All right, great. So Martyr, if we flip to our, we're going to flip over here to the Black Panther side. Do we want to heal first? Do we want to heal T'Challa? I don't think. I don't know. Should I heal? I probably should. I could stay up. I could stay up longer if I heal. And I'm not going to be able to clear that illegal arms factory anyway. I don't think. No. Not this round. So I think we will heal. We'll just go ahead and pop ourselves on up to 10. And then we'll flip. And then while we're in hero form, we can use one of these resources plus this one, and this one to put out Martyr. That's all the cards in my hand. Martyr's going to attack Weapons Runner. After he does that and gets consequential damage, then he gets a tough card. So the Weapons Runner at least is gone. Martyr is going to get a tough card. And Enhanced Physique and Enhanced Awareness stays on the table. Black Panther is going to ready. We're going to ready Martyr, the Golden City. And are we going to survive this round? I don't know. We'll draw 5 cards. Luke Cage, Wakanda Forever, Power Protection, Wakanda Forever, and Vibranium. Love it. I could actually have a good turn next turn if everything kind of calms down. Calm down, Klaw. We don't need a lot of activity this turn. So we do have to place 2 threat on the secret rendezvous. Klaw's going to attack. Klaw's going to attack. Martyr's going to block. She's got that tough card. So 1 attack plus 2 is, if the villain's attacking, this attack gains overkill. And the Shadow of the Past card. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. So it's tough. She had 1 consequential damage on her. So the tough card blocks 2 damage, right? And then the 2 spills over because of the overkill into Black Panther. Yeah, that's how that works. So we do 2 damage to Black Panther. 1, 2. Takes him down to 8. We have to deal ourselves 2 encounter cards because of that crazy illegal arms factory that's on the table. So let's see what we get. Here's 1, and here's 2. And those are our last 2 cards from our deck. So another acceleration token comes out. Put that acceleration token on the secret rendezvous. Shuffle our encounter deck because it's empty. Those bad guys are back in there now. Worked so hard to get rid of them. I worked so hard for this. All right, so let's just give it a few more shuffles. We gotta shuffle this thing good. We don't want. Everything was awful. I don't think there was anything that was great that we saw that first pass. But that's how I chose to build this one. Okay, so got Luke Cage, got the power protection, Wakanda Forever, and Vibranium in my hand. We're gonna flip that first encounter card, and it reads Claw's Vengeance. When revealed, alter ego, not an alter ego. When revealed, a Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage on the main scheme. Claw's going to attack, draw 2 cards. First one is put the weapons runner into play, engage with you. And this one has 0 on it. So, he only does 1 damage to me. That weapons runner comes into play. Engage with me. But it only does 1 damage. So it takes Black Panther down to 7. It did do a damage, though. Unfortunately, I should have blocked it. Oh, well, how would I have known? So, Claw's Vengeance. I felt it. Now, next, here's my encounter card right over here. It says, when revealed, give each brute enemy a tough status card. Do we have a brute? I don't see a brute. Is that a good news? If no tough status card was given this way, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a brute minion is discarded and reveal that minion. Yeah. Brute minion? No. Brute? No. Brute? There's a brute. He's got retaliate. He's also villainous. He is the pile driver. When this minion activates against, give it a boost card. All right, now, pile driver. All right, so that was the conclusion. I haven't got through stage 2 of Klaw yet. It's getting ugly. Luke Cage is tough. Martyr is exhausted. I have some Wakanda Forever. I could put Luke Cage on the table. We can get rid of Pile Driver. It won't be without him punching us a couple of times, but I think we'll do it. I like it. So we're going to put Luke Cage out. We need to make some room for Luke here. Just slide that up. I have a messy board state. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the way I play. Power Protection and Vibranium puts out Luke Cage. He comes into play with a tough card. Luke Cage is going to attack Pile Driver. So he'll do 2 damage to that guy. 2 damage on Pile Driver. The consequential damage and the retaliate, that's 2 separate damages that will go back on Luke Cage. So we know he'll get hit for at least 1. All right. And then, you know what? This is a hero action. And let me see if Vibranium Suit is an attack. It is. So I will have to take damage. But maybe not so bad. Right? So I have 2 Wakanda Forevers. My first Wakanda Forever will be used to first Wakanda Forever, we're going to spend our Enhanced Physique. So I'll use up my last counter off of Enhanced Physique to play this Wakanda Forever card. Wakanda Forever, let's cycle through all of our Black Panther skills here. The first one's Tactical Genius. We do have to remove threat off of that main scheme, or it's gonna just do us in. And then our second one says that it is a special, deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with that player. Let's do that. So we'll do 1 damage to the Klaw. We'll do 1 damage to Weapons Runner. And we'll do 1 damage to Pile Driver. Now that's not an attack, actually. So that's a good thing. That's not an attack. That Energy Dagger is not an attack. Third card is an attack. It says move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy, 2 damage instead if this is the final step of the sequence. So Black Panther is going to move 2 damage from himself over to Pile Driver. And he will have to take a retaliate for that. Then we will spend our final Enhanced Awareness token to play Wakanda Forever. That will remove another... Oh man, we gotta remove 2 of those. Eek. Oh, we gotta do 1 there. So we're gonna have to do that one last. So we'll move 1 damage from Black Panther over to Pile Driver. That'll knock him out. So Pile Driver's gone. And there will be no retaliate. So he moved that 1 over to him. So that took care of the Vibranium Suit. Then the Energy Dagger is going to do 1 damage to the Weapons Runner. And he's gone. It'll also do 1 damage to Klaw. He's down to 7. Then our final trick is to remove 2 threat. Remove 1 threat from a scheme, 2 if this is the final step of the sequence. So 2 threat are coming off of Secret Rendezvous. And Wakanda Forever is done. Now we've got Black Panther. And Black Panther, he's either going to attack Klaw for 2, or he's going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. I think what we'll do is we will exhaust Black Panther, right or wrong, to remove 2 threat from the illegal arms factory. Takes it down to 4. So 1, 2, 3 threat onto Secret Rendezvous. That'll bring it up to 7. It'll be within 1. That's the way it's just going to have to be. So we ready Black Panther? We ready Luke Cage? Ready Martyr? Get everything set back up again for Klaw to take his turn. We survived another turn, but we've only got 3 cards left in our deck. So you know what that means. We have to deal ourselves 1 encounter card. Shuffling our deck. Looks like it was probably not the smartest idea just to shove a bunch of high dollar characters into my deck. But the game's not over yet. Still got a lot of stage 2 to go and stage 3 to deal with the Klaw. And we're getting really close to threading out on the Secret Rendezvous. So we draw Strength. We draw Iron Fist. We have a Genius card. We draw Enhanced Awareness and Enhanced Physique. We've got some money to use. Our next turn. Klaw, 3 threat onto the Secret Rendezvous. Takes it up to 7. Klaw is going to attack. I'm going to take the damage. Yep, I'm going to do it. Take the damage. So we draw 1, which is an Armored Guard, and we draw 2, Shadow of the Past, plus the 1 for Klaw. So Black Panther gets hit for 4 damage. Takes him down to 5. Now encounter cards. We already have 1 dealt to us. We got another one dealt to us because of the illegal arms factory that we have not been able to get rid of yet. And then the third one is a regular one that we would normally get this turn. So let's just do them in order here. See what happens. Cruel Intentions, Peril, Surge. So I got to surge this one. We're going to add an additional encounter card. Deal each player 1 face down encounter card. Give the villain 1 face down boost card. So I surged, and I have to give myself another face down encounter card? What? What in the world? And then a boost card on top of it? Okay. That is Cruel Intentions. I still have 4 encounter cards to deal with. Let's just pick this one. Affairs of State. Give to the Chala player. You may flip to alter ego form. That may not be so bad. Remove alter or remove Affairs of State from the game. Man, next to everything else I've dealt with. That's not so bad. So I'm going to exhaust T'Challa and remove Affairs of State from the game. Next, we draw a Sonic Boom. When revealed, spend these or exhaust each character you control. Oh, man. I don't know if I have the choice to not spend them since I'm exhausted. So let me see if I even have them. If not, I don't. So either spend or I can't do anything. I'm just going to ignore the Sonic Boom then. Whatever. And then we have the Bulldozer. He's villainous. Bulldozer's attacks gain overkill. Come on, Bulldozer. And then we have Dark Dealings. When revealed, the villain schemes with a scheme of 1? Is that how we're going to end this game? With some Dark Dealings? When revealed, the villain schemes with a scheme plus 1. Fitting. Then I draw Dark Dealings as my boost card. Plus this boost card. There's no way. Alright, so I tried. I did the best I could. It turns out that this was just a little bit too much for me to handle. Maybe if I would have built an optimized deck for protection, I would have done better, but wow. I just got it handed to me, and it took about an hour for that to transpire. So if you've watched for this entire hour, I appreciate you doing so. Thank you for watching this playthrough video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It wore me out a little bit, but I'm ready to try it again. I may have to tweak this deck a little bit, do something with it. If you'd like to get in touch with me, my name is theboardgamelawyer@gmail.com. That's how you can contact me. I would like to thank you for watching today. Please be careful out there, and I hope to bring you another video again very soon.